week 21, run 1. If you watch our Living in the Lakes videos, I don't know if it'll be out yet because it's probably day 3 or 4 of our holiday, but we just walked to Dunstanburgh Castle from Crasta and back to the car. So I brought my running stuff with me, so I got changed at the car. Tom's headed back to the cottage with the boys and he's going to go do some metal detection, and I'm going to run back from here to the cottage, which is about 9.8 miles. Yeah, look how beautiful it is today. I was a bit and ahhing of whether I was going to run this run today because the forecast it was going to be wet and horrible and yucky, but we've come out, it's absolutely glorious. So I was like, yeah, I'd be stupid not to take the opportunity. It's a bit longer run than I was supposed to do today. I was only going to be doing 5 miles, but I didn't run on Sunday, which should have been 6 miles, so I know you're not supposed to make up the miles, but I really wanted to run from here back to see houses, so that's my excuse. Yeah, so it's a lovely day, and actually did freak myself out slightly while we were walking around the castle earlier, because I suddenly realised that the ultra is next week. I just keep thinking, oh, we've got a couple of weeks, it's next week. I've actually only got today's run. Was supposed to be doing one tomorrow, but I don't know if I will because we're going out for the day. A couple of runs at the weekend, and then a couple of very short runs next week. I'm talking like a couple of 2-milers next week before the big day. So I've got like 4 or 5 runs after this before the actual one. Oh, it's kind of scary. So there we go. I have had a bit of a bad tummy the last couple of days, which has also kind of been stressing me out. So I said to Tom, as soon as we get back from this week's holiday, I'm just on the bland and boring food for a week, just to get me through that. But anyway, I will stop waffling now and get on with the run. Hopefully show you some fantastic scenery. As you can see in front of me now, in the distance, that's Dunstanburgh Castle that we went to this morning with the boys. It's just ruins, but it's really interesting. So yeah, I'm going to be running around that and then along the coastal path back to sea houses. So we'll see you in a bit. So you can just see one of the towers in the distance there behind me. We're just running along the inner coastal path. It's an absolutely beautiful day. However, I got a couple of problems though. Number one, brought all my running stuff with me. Forgot myself flasks. So as you can see, I had to improvise. I've got a Morrison sports drink and a Fanta bottle with squash in. The last couple of runs I did was fine because it wasn't so hot, but I definitely needed some today, so yeah, I improvised. Second issue, if you watched my last video, and the one before I think, I said I was having problems with my watch. Kept resetting midway between activities and stuff, and I contacted Garmin. They told me some things to try. I've tried all of them and it's now still doing it, so I will be getting back in touch as soon as I get home and say, you need to sort this out because I've now got 12 days until my ultra and my watch is playing up. It's not good. Yeah, it's not ideal. So anyways, hopefully fix that when we get home. I have to say there's a pretty nice route next to the coast. Well, it is on a lovely day anyway. I can only imagine that it's a bit I have a nightmare when it's super cold, wet and windy, but right now it's lovely. There's a nice little breeze every now and again. There's a bit of sand which I'm not keen on, but it's not too bad. This is just running through some holiday home things. You can't really see very well through the trees now. You might get a better view when I get to the top of the hill. But yeah, it's really nice. It is way hotter than it was supposed to be today. Today was supposed to be cloudy, wet and a bit yucky, and it's super hot. So there you go, neat little holiday homes all the way along, which are nice. So yeah, we've got about 6 more miles to do. See you in a bit. Right, sorry if cars go past because it's just getting noisy. Just found a gap. We're nearly home, about 0.6, 0.7 a mile away from home. Well, the cottage anyway. We're a bit further away from home. It's been a really nice run. It's been a lovely day for the weather. The sun has been shining. We've had a nice little breeze. Yeah, and I've really enjoyed it. I have walked some of it just because of my tummy being a bit funny the last couple of days. But I haven't minded. It's been really nice. I've run the rest. It was quite a runnable course actually. Runnable route I should say. I think part of what at least some of what I just run is what will be the route for Race to the Castle that I do next year. Sorry about the traffic noise. So that's quite fun that I've done some of that, and it is really nice. So hopefully we'll get to see more of that next year. But yeah, nearly back now. I'm gonna have a shower and have a snack, and then when Tom gets home we'll have something to eat because he's been out metal detecting. So yeah, nearly the end of the run now, and we'll see you next time. Hello everybody, it is week 21. We're about to do run 3. It's really hot and sunny outside. 6 miles today, 6 miles tomorrow, and then that's the end of week 21. Yeah, I've just had a sudden realisation as I was getting ready today of just how much I've got left to do, to plan, to organise, to get together. Spare rain jacket with my stuff. Starting to get all my stuff together now. But I need to organise what I'm wearing on day 1, what I'm taking in my pack on day 1, what I need in my overnight bag to wear on day 2, and the food I need for day 2. A spare bag with emergency stuff in, like spare socks and shorts and things in case anything goes wrong that Tom can have in the car, with again extra food in just in case, although there'll be food at the pit stops, but you never know, it might not be what I want. And also then stuff in my bag for the overnight for sleeping in, t-shirt and comfy things, shoes, socks, underwear. I need to take camera and spare batteries. I need to take chargers for overnight because we're in a tent but we don't have an electric hookup, so I need to take battery chargers and things like that, cables, medicine, any things that I might need like rock tape and all things like that. Honestly, the list is just going to, I'm going to have to, when I get back from my run, I'm going to start making lists and try and organise some stuff. It's kind of, I've got a whole week, so it's not the end of the world, but for anybody that knows me knows that I like to be organised and have it all done. So the fact that it's not, and I've just went, oh my god, I've got all this stuff to do, it's kind of freaked me out, even though I've got ages to do it, so it'll be fine. So yeah, I'm going to go out for my run now, and then I'm going to organise that stuff when I get back. See you later. It's really hot today, but it's funny because all the sheep have got their summer cuts on. I think you can see that very well. But they've all had their shears done, which is quite good because it is warm today, so I think they can appreciate that. It is so hot today. I actually ended up cutting I'm going to cut my run short. It should be 6 miles, but it's only going to be about just under 3. I think sometimes when you do the long distances, you tend to then take the shorter ones a bit for granted. So I've come out today thinking, oh, it's only 6 miles. It doesn't matter that I haven't drank very much today, or that I only had something little for a snack earlier, so I haven't eaten very much either, or that I had a headache when I left the house. You think, oh, it's only 6 miles, so it doesn't really matter. But actually it does, because I'm getting, like I say, I left the house with a headache, and I thought, no, it's fine, it'll wear off. But of course it's blazing sunshine. I haven't worn a hat, so the sun's on my face. It's just comedy of errors, really. I think, yeah, stupidly I've just, like I say, I take the distance for granted and thought, oh, it's only 6 miles, I've been doing all this one, that'll be a walk in the park. Well, it's not, it's too hot, I haven't drank enough, I have a headache, and I feel a bit yucky because of it. So I'm going to go home, and I'm going to have a shower, drink lots of water, and have my tea, and we'll do the 6 miles tomorrow, hopefully better prepared. But just go to show that you can't take those things for granted, especially in the hot weather, because it is hot today. There's a bit of a breeze which is helping, but if I show you the sky, there's like hardly a cloud in the sky. So not only is it nice and hot and sunny, which is lovely, but it's relentless. So yeah, that's a bit of an error today, but never mind. I'll just take a slower walk / jog back. No, I'm not worried about it, so see you in a bit. Hello, it's week 21, run 3, 6 miles today. Hopefully I actually do 6 miles today, because yesterday was a bit of a fail, as we know. I forgot to bring my camera with me, so this is on my phone, so you probably see it's very wobbly, so I probably won't get that much footage. Otherwise it'll just be my phone wobbling about. But yeah, I'm just doing 6 miles around home, just to loosen up the legs. I'm quite tired actually after the week of walking in Northumberland a lot, so this week coming I don't even know if I'll do any runs. I think I've got 2 2-milers scheduled, but they're really not going to make a lot of difference, so I might just stick to some short walks and rest up for the day, because I think I've been doing a lot recently, so I think I need that week's rest. But yeah, it's thankfully not as hot today, so I'm not dying. That one's looking at me, and that one. These cows are always a bit scarier than the ones on the Cumbria Weir, because the ones on the Cumbria Weir I think are a lot more used to people walking through their fields, whereas these ones tend to pay a bit more attention. The lady, when we went to the herd experience, did tell her about cows, because I said about when you go in the field with them and they might chase you, and she was saying basically cows get bored and they have such a boring experience in life that if you come in the field it's something exciting. So if you want them to ignore you, just be boring, stand still, don't make any noise, and don't make any, you know, and they'll just think you're boring. Whereas if you make loads of noise and go running through, they get quite excited about that. So that's what I had been doing anyway, just go in the field, stand still, be boring, put my hand out, they come and investigate you, and then they go, oh, you're boring, and they wander off, and don't stop running again until you're a bit further away. So that's what I'm doing now.